Tuama Pozelet Israel. Pozelet Israel Tuama. Ama. Poze Medinat Yehudim. אני שונא אותך שאים Tuama. Ama. אני שונא את כל הערבים. קראו לי גם גזען. כל זה בגללך. היום אני מוכיח שאני גם וגם. איך זה שמחת בתגיך שהיית השמח ושמחת
On a train car in Jerusalem, soccer fans are videoed singing racist songs and chanting death to Arabs. They smile and laugh as they do so. So what is this club about?
Is one of the most successful and well-known football clubs in Israel. It has one of the largest fan bases in Israel, but part of the fans are also known to identify with the extreme far right of Israeli politics.
They are known per many journalists as one of the most racist clubs in the world.
One thing this team doesn't have and has never had is an Arab-Israeli player.
The reason Beitar never signed Arab is because they are racist. They hate Arabs. They cannot listen to people talking Arabic. They cannot even see Arabs.
And yeah, that was them insulting Prophet Muhammad.
When the team signed a player from Chechnya who is Muslim, and said player scored a goal, racist fans walked out of the stadium grounds. The club is microcosmic of the tensions in the region.
As police dragged away a Palestinian woman, a group of youth shouted.
The club is linked to the Beitar movement, founded in 1936. Its fans, mostly right-wing nationalists, are renowned for their violent fanaticism and their anti-Arab slogans.
Yellow, black, for life. You see, this is the #1 club in all of Israel. We hate Apol, we hate Sachin, we hate the Arabs. But we're Jews, we live in Jerusalem, we're going to stay in Jerusalem.
Recall this.
Jerusalem, the ancient city claimed by 3 of the world's great religions, now central in a dispute pitting President Trump and Israel's prime minister against most world leaders. The president telling the heads of Israel, Egypt, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and the Palestinians today he will recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital, an unprecedented move breaking with U.S. policy since Israel was created.
President Trump said his decision to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel would help bring peace and security to the region. But there's been widespread condemnation of his move, and protests in Cairo, Gaza, and the West Bank, among other places.
The main people who support this are the largest part of Trump's base, American evangelical Christians. And they support it for a reason that will sound crazy, looked at from the outside. They believe in the apocalypse. They believe that Armageddon has to happen in the Middle East. They believe that there has to be a gigantic war there, at the end of which the Messiah will come, and all the Jews who haven't converted will go to hell. So this is actually a deeply anti-Semitic group of people.
Yet Beitar fans approved it, going so far as to rename the club after the 45th president of the United States. The club's own Facebook page put up this post with the United States flag, Israel's flag, and a picture of Donald Trump. At one point, Benjamin Netanyahu yelled "Go Beitar" to fans, which resulted in their backing. Thus, they attacked anti-Netanyahu protesters when the PM faced corruption charges. Following the trend, they attacked media members and sought out Arabs to inflict pain. It is no shock they unfurl banners such as these that read "Beitar Forever Pure," a racist slogan indicating the team has not signed an Arab player, something they are proud of. To give even more insight, former player Aviram Brushian, a captain of the team, stated he would welcome an Arab player. La Familia called him into a meeting, and the next day he released a statement apologizing for his remarks and wrote he is sympathetic sick to the pain he caused fans at the thought of signing an Arab player. Back to the protesters. Beitar ultras threatened them, displaying knives, throwing Molotov cocktails at cars, and roughing up people without even knowing their identity. This is a club that was founded way back in 1936, prior to the creation of the State of Israel. It fielded players who were also members of Etzel, an infamous pre-state militia that carried out terroristic attacks and massacres on the local Arab population. David Frankel started Beitar's website. He told The Guardian, "The anti-Arab wave started after the terror attacks in the second half of the 90s. The reaction from the media and the left led to a childish reaction." Reuven Rivlin, former chairman of Beitar, recalled telling XPM Ehud Olmert that if we continue being quiet on their bigotry, it would legitimize them, and that's exactly what happened. Prior to the 2020 protests, 19 members of La Familia faced a bevy of charges, ranging from racist acts to attempted murder. All I could think of when I saw this clip of the younger crowd on those trains chanting the things that they chanted, smiling and laughing about it, is how those who are supposed to be our political leaders, per se, failed to act, failed to nip this in the bud. And in turn, this is the horrendous, bigoted traditions that the youth carry on.